It's the Titans and the Niners, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
By many accounts, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Tennessee Titans. Time for another week of NFL football. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. And it doesn't take a ton of research going into this game to see that we're going to be in for a physical battle. You've got some great rushing attacks, two incredible offensive lines. So these... The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And off we go from Nashville. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And the guys on the other side of the ball know they'll have to be on their toes. And it's obviously not just the passing, but the running element that makes him dangerous. He ran for over 100 yards in that game last week. So keeping him contained will be a big emphasis for this defense.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. They'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
It's been so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And he's out right at the 25. So now the Titans get their first shot on offense. And leading them out, their signal caller now in his 4th season in the NFL.
And what an incredible athlete with a cannon for an arm. And he's drawing comparisons to some of the best mobile QBs the league has ever seen. In addition, this is a young man who's learned from his mistakes along the way, prepares really well each and every time now, and he's got an opportunity to blossom in this system.
1st and 10 now, Willis and the Titans at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. Just downright unbelievable. I mean, when you amass that many yards, I don't know what else to say.
Personally, I thought it was a game for the ages for him. Ripped off some long runs in that contest, didn't he?
He did indeed. Some very long runs, and that total, scary. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. A first down carry for Henry. He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. The Titans had 7-4 on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. 3rd down, it's Willis. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week, but they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody.
Touchdown, 49ers! Deebo Samuel hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers are on the board first here this afternoon. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Play fake. Here's Willis. Dancing to his left. He finds his man complete. That's Bush. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Play action. Here's Willis. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. On second down, here's Henry. And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. They'll run it again with Henry. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And they'll run on the... And now a fumble. The ball's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their own 24. Following the fumble recovery, Lance. And this one is incomplete.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. And we're going to stop play here at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards there and a Niner first. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Come on, set. Lance going to keep it on the option. And he's going to have a Niners first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Here we go.
Lance on the keeper, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Touchdown! Deebo Samuel. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Niners have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Elliott now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. That time a 9-play drive. And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception. From the 10. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Titans now just about ready to take over. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards.
50.
Trying for it on 4th down. Here's Willis. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bush. And he is going to pick up the Titans' first down as they wind up getting 13 there on 4th down. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. On 1st down, Willis. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 1st and 10, Willis. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Willis now off the play fake. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Willis. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Check right. Set. Hut.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey.
And he is going to be stopped up at the line of scrimmage. And we'll have a stoppage as well as we have reached the 2-minute warning. And now they'll throw with Lance. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Amani Hooker.
And the Titans are going to take possession of the football.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Willis.
And that'll be incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Seven Pirates.
On 3rd down, it's Willis.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Willis. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
18 Randall, 18 Randall, 19 Lion. Go street. Mustang 19.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Willis.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
To throw, here's Willis.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Titans get a late score here, the final minute of the first half.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
The Niners ready to go on offense for the final time of this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A final shot before half for Lance.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. So we have reached
halftime over. No problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The Titans getting set to the third quarter. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Running left, it's Henry. Stiff-armed him. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
Now Willis on 1st and 10.
Now the Niners get there and bring him down.
Dorrance Armstrong
in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
Here's Willis, 3rd and long.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 39. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A handoff, running left, Henry. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
That's a Titans touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Titans have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Looks good on the extra point, and it's now 17-14.
So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they turn that halftime deficit into a third quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just there, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side is going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Lance going to try and throw on third down here.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
To throw, it's Lance.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will tie things at 17 all.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
And Henry gets the call there on first down as he pushes his way forward. A pickup of about 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff to Henry. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only they scouted the line of scrimmage.
Back now in Nashville. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
It's a play fake. Here's Willis.
Going left side, it's complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 36. Inside handoff, Henry. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Willis now off play action.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
He'll go right back to St. Brown. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Willis with it on 3rd and 1.
And that's knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
They'll run forward with Henry. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
Off the play fake, here's Willis.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game.
And the Titans have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
So that one a long 11-play drive. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And they'll begin by running the option.
Nifty move. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed.
The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them pass it, has it? I mean, they've dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback in the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Second down, here's Willis.
Forced out to his left. And this one's incomplete.
Let's give a little credit to the defense on that one. They resisted quite well, and that pass fell incomplete. But this ball game for him, that's just a momentary speed bump. He's played awfully well throwing the football.
Third down, it's Willis.
Flushed out right.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Henry will get it. He's been busy today.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 71 yards on the ground now for Henry. He's got a first down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Henry will take this into the end zone for a Titans touchdown. Well, I think Josh Norman can sympathize. He knows a little something about a run like this from Derrick Henry. I mean, that stiff arm might be the best in the business.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. We'll see that Josh Norman play forever and ever, won't we? Because at Derrick Henry's size, 6'3", nearly 250, you know he's not shying away from contact. And here he just kept the defender at arm's length as he barreled his way into the end zone. I mean, just put that arm into the chest, and there he goes.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49ers getting set to trot out there.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Lance. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Lance to throw it. Taking a shot for Samuel. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet.
And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. The bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover.
Lance back to throw.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Now Lance.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
Desperation time here. Lance. Open man is Ayuk, complete.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. They'll go option to the short side. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first thing, and it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. That time a 6-play drive.
And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play from the 6. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Go check.
Willis to throw.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Titans are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Now the Titans getting set to go.
And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Now their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points. And now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick 6, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
Wow, Charles, that doesn't just take points off the board. That takes a win off the board.
So now you have to regroup because you've gone from celebrating what you think is a win to trying to figure out how to do it again and make it a win.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Ready, go. Ready.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled in.
And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. And the defense is going to let him think about it a little as they use their second timeout here. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. time, he's able to split the uprights. And Union Street will be hopping tonight. The 49ers have won it. And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
The